Hello, my lovely individuals and my little bunnies. Bunny Pop here, and I'm trying something new today. Today, you are going to be introduced to my fan-made world that is based off of Monster Hunter, Buntiran. So, here are the classifications that each monster will fall under, and a map of the world. As you can see, each line corresponds to each place. Today we're going to the Shadow Forest and going to be introducing you to some of its crazy creatures. Buckle up! The first creature you're going to be introduced is the panther. It makes its home up on the very tall trees of the Shadow Forest. So the way I shaped this monster is kind of up in the air. I wanted something to seem like it could potentially maybe be in real life, but also is still up there in the fantasy outlook. As you can see, I'm adding the spots and giving it claws and then doing all the detail and texture work. And I do a second coat palette for it as well. And this is the panther. A beast that stalks silently up in the quiet and damp forest. Once it sees you, you will never be able to escape. So you better say goodnight. The next creature that we will meet from the Shadow Forest is one of its intelligent creatures, which forms their own group and created their own civilization. Introducing the Farewell. The Farewell are quite intelligent creatures that can stand up on 2 legs, but also drop down to 4. With an obvious difference between the male and female counterparts. So I decided to kind of go with more of like a ferret shape, but giving them a very long and fluffy tail with a slightly plump belly. Now I realized I accidentally used the wrong canvas size, but that didn't stop me. So, as you can see at the top, I'm drawing the quadrupedal stance of it. And also putting it beside a human scale. They are quite tall, but still very friendly to wandering travelers. The yellow spots and splotches that you would see on their bodies glow at the dead of night. Though they are quite friendly, they are silent and quite shy around newcomers. But they enjoy the company and will surely show you a wonderful time and introduce you to the wonderful world of their own splendid little home. The differences between male and female, farewell, are males are slightly smaller than females, and females will grow quite large, as seen at the scale on top. The different coat patterns that they have corresponds also to the same different coat palettes that they can have with ferrets. The next and final monster that we're going to be introducing from the Shadow Forest is called the Reltrop. Do be careful. Starting off the bat with this creature, I kind of struggled with figuring out the horn placement and the body shape I would go with, but it worked out in the end. You will see that each monster will have the signature more than 2 sets of eyes. But there's no need to worry about that. Maybe. The Reltrops is a completely solitary creature, rarely ever seeing its own kind, only when they hatch from their own eggs. But these armored Triceratopsians are quite docile, but still a bit aggressive if they think you are a threat. Their body is completely armored, from their back to their legs. They get their name from their strange ability to shoot out powerful blasts from in between their horns like a railgun. It is unknown how they are able to do this. But do be careful if you get on their bad side. The final creature that we were going to be talking about today is called the air whale, which makes its home in the deep waters of the Titanic Ocean. Now, I did struggle a little bit trying to figure out how I wanted the body shape and how I wanted it to be posed, but I thought more of a etheric, like golden type whale, and like it's rare to be seen. They'd normally be flying high up into the sky, but they love their aquatic home the most. The air whale is quite docile and will allow travelers to ride on their backs sometimes. But if they think you are a threat, they will just quickly float/fly away. A herbivoric creature that loves to feed on plankton, kelp, and maybe the strange fruits and berries that it finds that floats in the water. Now, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this first video that I'm doing with my world building experience. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do keep in mind to ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Goodbye, everyone.